back from my room to the Coachella Valley to the world with our guest star today, Young Hop.
Yes, sir.
You know,
Let's do it.
he is a local rapper, came up from the Valley, but I'll let him explain his background and what he's doing, what he's doing at the moment.
I mean, I wouldn't say rapper. I prefer artist.
Artist,
There you go.
Okay. I don't like to be boxed in, even though this is the box.
Yeah,
But,
no, I feel you.
I mean,
Okay.
you gotta break out of those boxes. I mean, look at Pierre Bourne. Everybody says he's a producer, but I think he's one of the best artists out there right now. He just dropped his project like a month ago. But I mean, yeah, born and raised here, the Coachella Valley. Currently in between San Jose in the Bay Area and San Diego. But I mean, love it here. This is home. It's hot.
You go to school out there or anything?
Yeah. I go to school in San Jose State.
Yeah.
No, Spartan up. Can't throw it up anymore because people say it's racist.
Is it lit out there? Is it lit out there?
And also another guest from the guest, Grant. I don't know how to introduce you, to be honest with you, because you're a guest, but shout yourself out.
Grant Low, Hand Dog.
We left off, there was fat bitches at a party, at Young Hop's party.
Yes, sir.
And then the cops showed up, and then what happened after the cops showed up?
The cops respected I remember that. The cops respected that shit and they kept the party going.
I mean, we kept it going, and then everybody was kind of like, all right, yeah, we're over it. It's 3 in the morning.
But 3 in the morning is actually pretty late, because most fucking parties I go to out here,
they end before
fucking
midnight.
11. I'm like, damn, I just got here.
So you said you performed some of your like songs.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Which is your favorite
Played
one to perform?
Probably Geeked. That's me and Grand Low. That everybody loves it.
Both of
Like,
y'all?
yeah, like we played that at the party, and it was like to the point where whoever was on the aux, they just cut it off, and everybody was still singing the words.
Damn.
Okay.
That shit
Like the whole.
That's how you know
Is
people
that,
fuck with
is
it.
that the
yeah.
first song that everybody like that knows the words to it too?
Yeah,
pretty much.
yeah, that's that.
Oh, shit.
And it was like that moment. I was like, wow. I was like, this is crazy.
Yeah.
Like I had like a tear in my eye. But it was because like the place was packed, so like I didn't even know what was going on out here. I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, and I turned around and then Granlo was right there. Like it was
Like a moment.
Yeah,
like bro,
it was like, it was something out of a movie. Like it was like wow.
Oh, man.
But even like that, like I was talking to this one dude who asked me for help with like his music not too long ago. He was like, he was like, I heard you through that party last year. He was like, that's crazy. So I was like, dang, people are still talking about the party.
Yeah.
Totally.
Like, that's
Yeah.
Is there gonna be a part 2 or what?
Maybe.
Maybe? Oh,
We
shit.
kind of want to go bigger and better though.
Out of town.
Out of town, on a
Okay.
yacht, something
Oh,
like
On
that.
the yacht.
shit.
Oh,
Damn.
shit.
On the yacht. That sounds nice,
That's
goddamn.
right.
Future Young Thug vibes
I
right
mean,
there.
hey, you gotta do it big.
I feel that. All right. With the whole performance and everything, would you say like do you have to get in the mindset before that, or is it just you and the whole build up of the vibe?
Nah, you gotta get in the mindset easily. Like we performed in Arizona together, and like the whole way.
Both of you guys?
Yeah, I took him with me.
Oh, for sure.
No, it's scary performing by yourself.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. The first time I ever performed was like at a bar. Like, yeah, I had like 20 people there like for me just to see me, but that was scary. I'm not gonna lie. Like I was up there like, and like especially like if you had like no practice, you don't know what you're doing. Like I ran out of breath. Like I was like nonstop for 10 minutes.
Sure.
I was like, oh hell no,
Shit.
like never again.
So not saying like from that performance and seeing your progress from then, because hearing on the what's the first song? Is it the All Eyes on Me?
Yeah.
Hearing that, I guess for me, from what I heard and my own interpretation, from your craft and the art that you put out there, it's kind of just like you felt like it's like you're performing, you got that pressure, and people know what you do now.
Yeah.
So like, is that what you carry now? Because I remember before, like your tweets were like Young Hop, and then it was like Smoot.
Yeah.
You feel me?
My normal.
So it was like, oh shit, like what am I getting? But now I see is like I feel like you went full into it now.
Yeah, it's
You feel
a
me?
brand. Like it was like you have to fully commit to it to actually do it. And now it's like the people I went to high school with, they don't even call me by my name, like stuff like that.
For
Like
sure.
they call me Hop, like stuff like that. Like
Okay.
people I've known my whole life, like even my parents. So it's
Oh,
like,
shit, okay.
It's like they get it. So
For
it's
real.
like it's a full.
Was that easy, like, to get everyone
No,
to
Definitely
support
not.
you? No?
definitely not.
Still ain't even all there.
It's still not all there, especially like out here in the valley. Nope. That's why I like.
See, but I
don't like to claim it because I'm like.
See, personally, I think
Yeah.
this ballad just got some vicious
Everybody
shit.
No,
feels
it's
like
true.
If I'm being honest, like
Judges.
people in LA, I see them like working together. You feel me?
Mhm.
Like they're always just like, all right, you eating, you eat first, and then like I'll get mine second, you know, or something. But people in the valley, it's just like, I don't know, they just hate on each
That's
other.
what I say about like the people from NorCal to like SoCal, just because people in SoCal they feel like you should back to give them their respect. That you should back I deserve this and this out of you. Like nah, nigga, I don't even know you like that.
I
You
feel
deserve
that.
a what's up. That's it. Like
Yeah.
at the end of the day, I said people in NorCal, it's like they say what's up and they keep it pushing. Like if they talk to you later, if a conversation comes up, they'll talk to you,
I
nothing
feel
much.
that.
But like people down here just feel too entitled to themselves.
Yeah.
Like,
Nah, yeah, I definitely like the NorCal feel better because I've been up there and like, yeah, exactly the way you explain that shit.
Yeah,
Like
I
it's
said,
exactly
way
like
to
that.
explain it.
It's like, I mean,
You
people
are
like,
cool, bro.
yeah, like it's like out here, like you say something like, I'm a rapper or something, like I'm an artist. They're like, oh, you're on SoundCloud?
Yeah.
Haha, you're
Like as a
right.
joke.
Yeah, and I'm
People
like,
out there be like, oh, that's your shit. Oh, all right,
yeah,
no, wait,
they're like,
good.
oh, let me check it out.
Shoot me that
Let me get
thing.
that
Yeah.
follow.
Let me get a feature. So
Exactly.
let's say some shit
Like the
that.
homie was
Yeah.
telling me he worked at like Panda Express and like the student union. He was like, yeah, he was like, some girls came up to me today and they were asking if I knew Young Hop, and I was like, oh word. He was like, yeah. I was like, I don't know these bitches. I was like,
Hey, bro, that's you could
And
on that shit.
he was like, I've never seen him before either. I was like, damn. I was like, that's crazy. So then, like you were saying with my album, it was like, when it dropped, we had like an album release party the same night on a Thursday because parties start on Thursday.
Up there?
Yeah,
Yeah,
up there.
okay.
Yeah.
And it
Yeah.
was like, it was packed out. It was like all the close homies. I mean, we weren't charging anybody because we knew everybody that was there. Well, the homies did because it was at their house. Like I didn't really know everybody.
For sure.
So it was like cool when like this random girl came up to me. Like I was on my way to the bathroom and she stopped me and she was like, aren't you Young Hop? I was like, yeah. She was like, I listened to your album and like it's inspired me to like pursue my
Oh
dreams.
shit.
Alright.
Because
Okay.
like I know how hard it is, and for you, she was like I know that like I'm friends with like because one of the dudes there went to high school with me.
Oh, for
He
sure.
was like she was like I'm friends with him, and like he said that like you used to get a lot of hate in high school, like for
Yeah.
everything, and she was like, and for you to like push through and do that, she was like, you've inspired me to like follow my dreams. So I was like, damn, I was like, I'm doing something right. Might
Yeah.
as well. I mean, my little brother knows all the words to my songs.
That's love right
Yeah.
there.
I mean, like clearly you were like down upon at some point. Like, what made
Yeah.
you like like not give a fuck about all that shit?
Yeah, like how did you go
I
about
mean,
that? You know?
I never really cared like what people thought. Like growing up, like it was like, okay. I was like people would always hate on me, so I was like, all right, whatever. Like you don't know my life.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
So I
feel it.
was like, it's whatever. But like with the music stuff, like in high school, everybody's like, oh, blah, blah, blah. And I'm not gonna lie, like at first it was like a joke, and
I feel
then like it was like the summer after I graduated, I had one song and I was like, whoa, I was like, this one's actually good. Like people actually like
Word.
it. And then like I fell out with the people, 2 out of the 3 people on the song, and then they wanted to hate, so I was like, yeah, whatever. Like,
How'd that happen? Do you want to go into that or?
I mean, we could go into it. They were kind of like it was my song, but they were trying to have control over it, and I was like, nah, like stop
shit.
it, like.
Yeah.
And then, like I told him, I was like, you're like, if anything, if there's a part I'm taking off the song, it's yours. You're not that good. But I left it on.
Shit, yeah.
I left it on for like a year, and then I finally deleted it off my SoundCloud. So I was like, whatever.
Do you think those that like conflict that happened, like, did it affect you at the moment? Were you like, damn, like the homies, like did that hit you something?
It was kind of tough because he's my cousin. So
Ah,
So
oh
it's kinda
shit, oh shit, what?
yeah, so I was like, I mean, like second cousin, but it was still like, alright, whatever, fuck him. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, it's whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It is what it is.
Just a separation of like family
Yeah,
business.
so I'm like, it's
Yeah.
whatever. And then there was the other dude that was like his best friend, so we just fell out because of that.
Yeah.
It was like, I knew that like I was going to level up and make it somewhere, and they're just a stepping stone. You got.
Was that the first time, like, because I hear about this shit with rappers a lot, where they like
They fall out.
not fall out, but like there could be a misunderstanding, like.
Oh yeah, that just happened to me
Yeah.
again with this other dude on the song I just dropped, and he was trying to get it like taken down.
Oh shit.
He was like lying to Apple, like, "Oh, I'm the producer. You need the copyright or whatever." But
Damn.
I have the contract with the producer, and he's not the producer. So
For
I
real.
feel you.
See,
Changes aren't
them
grown
them
enough
legal
these days.
shit.
yeah, and he was telling me, he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna kill you." I was like, "Bro, you live in Texas. you live in the suburbs. Like, I guarantee you're not gonna come to my house and kill me. I was like, I promise you. And then he just got in his feelings over it. Whatever.
You working on anything right now? Currently?
Every day.
Every day? Oh,
Every day.
shit.
How do you manage that with an everyday mindset? Because not every day. I feel like at least for me, I try to work on my craft every day.
No, yeah, I get you.
You know, and then like I'm doing a little bit over here, a little bit over here, a little bit over here. But how is it in hop world? You feel me? Because your craft is different from mine.
I mean, lately I've been having trouble sleeping, so it's like if I can't sleep, I'll look through like my email for beats, or like I'll go to like Track Train or like beat stores and like, okay, like I like this, and I'll just start writing. Most of the time though, like when I shower, is when I like think of like my hooks. So it's like all freestyle in the shower, and I'm just like, all right, I like that, so let me just keep saying so I don't forget. And I get out the shower, write it in my notes real quick.
Yeah.
And it's like at night when I'm up, I'm like, don't want to play Call of Duty anymore, so I'm like, all right.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll just slap on some beats and I'll stay up till like 3 just writing, just trying to figure stuff out. Because I mean, I feel like, especially right now, because of coronavirus and everything, like you just gotta keep sticking with it.
Has that affected you as an artist?
Yeah. I was supposed to
how?
perform in Mexico in March.
And also
where
to go to
In
Mexico
in
too,
Rosarito.
Oh, word?
Yeah, it was
that's
like
tight.
it was like at some club like around the corner from Papa's and Beer.
Mm-hmm.
It was like open bar, 18 and over. I was like, oh yeah, it's going up. Like there were like a bunch of people, and it was like free drinks for artists all day. I was like, oh, it's over. And then we were gonna go see Blueface and Papa's and Beer the same night. It was gonna be legendary. And then it was like,
How is Papa's and Beers? Hold on, before we go off of that, how is Papa's and Beers? I've never been personally.
I've never been there, but it looks
Same.
wild.
it's a
White
movie.
t-shirt
I was
concert.
there. I saw YG there, Cinco de Mayo.
How was YG?
Man, I mean, I was hungover from the night before, but it was still enjoyable. The crowd itself was going crazy, but I mean,
And then you hear the headache.
yeah,
What's the
it's an experience though.
What's the biggest show? Would that have been the biggest
That
show?
would have been the biggest show.
Damn.
But it was kind of funny because it was like 2 weeks before that show, I got an offer to open up for SOB.
Oh,
But it
fuck.
was the same day, so I was like, fuck. I was like, I'm already
But
booked. Like I have to decline it.
yeah, you're right.
It was heartbreaking, and then I mean coronavirus, so everything just got shut down. So I was like, all right, not that sad.
Fuck a bitch named Rona.
And then but they said the Mexico show was still on. It was supposed to get moved to 4th of July weekend, but obviously not. So they pushed it back to Labor Day weekend in September. So I mean,
I'm sure you'll get more opportunities.
Oh yeah, no, I know.
Fuck yeah, bro.
Damn. Just that scale, cause I remember I saw the video of you in a truck, bro. In LQ.
Oh
yeah, I remember I saw that video, and I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Nah, so that was like spring break last year, and I was kind of like,
Walk us through that whole fucking moment.
I was home for like, actually no, that was like a week after I was home, and I was kind of like, I was bored on Twitter one night, and I was like, oh fuck it, I was like 100 likes, and I'll go perform after school.
Yeah.
But it was like at like 10 o'clock at night. I was like, these kids have school tomorrow. They're not gonna do that. They have fucking like 70 likes.
Damn.
Within an hour. I was like, oh shit. I was like, I actually have to do this. Like I did it just messing around. And I was like, I'm just not gonna go on Twitter. Woke up the next day, I had like 120 likes.
Oh shit.
Damn. I was like, I actually have to go. But I was like, you know what? I was like, it'll be good. It was hot as shit.
That's a valley.
Yeah, I had to call the homie Sage. I was like, hey, could we use your truck? He was like, yeah, of course. Fucking, the generator wasn't working at first. I was like, damn. I was like, this might not go down. I heard the bell ring for the school. I was like, fuck, the generator doesn't work. I was like, this is going to be bad. And then eventually it all got to work. And it was like, it was cool. I mean, there were people like, old people, like grandparents basically, like they were driving by filming, so I was like, all right.
Actually, I think I did see a video. I think I did see that video. It's like someone recorded and posted it on Facebook.
Yeah, and it was like,
I remember, like, I saw that shit. I didn't even know it was
you.
Like it just clicked in.
And
Cops put up and everything.
The cops.
I remember it was that video.
Like, get out the street.
Yeah, it had like 30,000 views on Twitter though, like overnight. I was like, what?
That's dope.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
But it was mainly
viral.
because like people were hating. They were like, oh, like look at this wannabe Blueface. Because it was funny because the only reason I suggested it was because I knew that's how Blueface blew up. he used to go every Friday to different high schools and perform. He'd like take speakers in his car and then just stand on top of his car and perform. And so I was like, so that's how you, because I followed Blueface like way before anybody else.
For sure.
Like I listened to him when I was in high school, and I was like, and I saw that like he had like 10,000 Instagram followers, and now he has like millions.
Yeah.
But he did it like that, and he do like Instagram polls like, oh, what high school do you want me at? Like, and he put 2 high schools, be like, vote, and I'll pull up. So I was like, I mean, I could do that. I was like, it works. You get the youth, they tell their friends like, oh, he was in my school. They put on Snapchat. Everybody's like, oh, who's he? And they look you up.
Yeah, everybody got their own little version of their own little like, I'm gonna do some footwork. You feel me? Because I've seen other people, you know, they're handing out their mixtapes. You know, other people are performing at the fucking beaches. You feel me? Or that, you know, at high school.
I'm not even like out there like that. Like most people. Like, I'm kind of like laid back and like let the work speak for itself.
Do you ever think you will put yourself more out there? Because I know you're getting traction. Like,
Yeah,
I've seen it. You know, like the little snowball effect. So it's like, do you ever think you'll do that footwork?
Because I don't even do like snippet videos or like post like stuff I've been working on. I'm just like here, have it.
Okay.
And like the other day or like last week, 2 weeks ago, on Instagram and Snapchat I posted like snippet videos, and everybody was like, whoa, when's this coming out? And I was like, ha, never.
Okay.
But it was like, I know what I have to do. Is just a matter of the timing. Everything's about timing, and right now, the timing is just terrible.
I feel it.
Because of coronavirus.
Everything is slowed down, to be honest.
Yeah. The only good thing about the virus is that like everybody's on their phones, so like on social media. So like if you keep posting,
but they're hardly listening to music. That's the other thing.
Yeah.
More people are watching like Netflix stuff like that. So it's kind of like,
I feel it.
don't drop music right now. But so no, I've been like sitting there like on my computer. I have like 20 songs, and like
just sitting right there.
Yeah, not like completely finished. Like they need to go get edited and stuff. But I have like 4 that are completely finished. That like I listen to like all the time.
Do you get inspiration from anything? Because I got a couple questions, and I'm gonna bring up this segment, and I'm gonna ask you a question on this little phrase you said. But do you have any inspiration that comes from your music?
Like inspired by people?
Yeah, like do you get inspired by people? Do you get inspired by the moment? Like, do you see like a
all
peach and think of some ass? You know, like, and then you're like, oh shit, let me put that down.
That,
you know,
but it's like the cake thing that's going on Twitter right now.
Okay.
Like everything's cake. Like something like that. I was like, that's hilarious. And I'm like, I know like some artist is gonna use it before me or whatever. But I was sitting there in the car yesterday. I was like, I could say something about that. Like, yeah, my bitch looking bad. Like, I want to eat her like some cake, or like I think she might be cake. Cause like, like you have to like,
be creative.
Yeah, people are with the memes. They'll be like, oh, that's what he's talking about.
Yeah.
okay.
Like there's some other stuff I've said like, on like Tesla X. I was like, got a little juice. Niggas started feeling pressed, and I didn't catch it at first. I didn't catch it till like last week. When I was in the car, and I was like, oh wait. I was like, juice, like you press juice. So I was like, that's not even what I meant by it, but I was like, all right.
That's just came out better.
Yeah. So I was like, I mean, over time, when I listen to like other artists, like honestly, I don't really like listen to like the new school guys. Or like I do, but I don't. Like,
who's your favorite artist?
All time, The Game.
The Game?
Hands down, The Game.
I did you fuck with his new album?
Yeah, I do.
It's pretty cool.
I think it's one of the best ones.
I can't.
That shit's pretty chill.
Like whenever like I drive to the Bay, like I have it
Yeah.
on repeat. Like that's all I listen to the whole time. Or like, but like that auto tune stuff, don't really listen to that.
Yeah.
Like I like Lil Baby. He's obviously like the hottest rapper right now. But like I'm not gonna sit there listen to this whole album front to back.
That's how I am about YoungBoy. Anyway,
Yeah.
it's on me, but like
NBA
I
YoungBoy
just can't
same thing.
listen to him like that.
Like he's
not bad.
hard.
He's not bad, yeah, but I just
Yeah.
can't listen to him like
I can't listen to the whole thing front to back.
I respect
I
that.
feel
Something about the auto tune with the voice don't do it for me.
I just personally, for me, when it comes to albums and artists like that, I feel like their music don't really change. It kind at one point it kind of just stays monotone. You feel me? Like there's some hits, there's some little snares and shit over here, but at one point it's just like okay, listen to the same shit over and over.
But I mean, like when you're that big, it's kind of stuck. Like
It's hard to change and go out of your own little like
produce.
target.
And then you get like a
audience.
record label, and they're like, you have to keep doing it. You can't change.
Yeah, not like
they want hits.
Yeah, I mean, I feel that on the whole business side of it, but it's just like damn, like being that limited, it sucks.
No,
like,
but like the new stuff I've been working on, like it sounds Like, it sounds old. That's why it's funny. Like, it sounds like
Oh shit.
the
Like how
old
old?
stuff.
Okay.
Like what? Like my parents aren't. My parents are all under 40, but it's like they like this sounds like the music they grew up on.
Okay.
So it's like cool. Like I've been making like G-funk songs, like stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Oh
That's
shit.
nice.
Yeah,
That's
so
nice.
it's like
Okay.
I know that like other people right now, they're not making that. So like
Yeah.
when
I don't
people
think
listen
no-
to
I don't think no
this,
one's making
it's-
that.
exactly.
Oh, yeah,
when
no one
people
making
listen
that
to
shit.
this, they're gonna be like, oh,
shit.
Like it's different.
yeah. And it's like the project I've been working on is kind of like you could see it from like the way the songs are ordered. You could see it like transform from older to like new, like an evolution through the years of like West Coast. So it's pretty cool.
I feel like it's like at the same time like that project is gonna get a lot of looks and like attention just because like just like the Pop Smoke one, just like that too. That shit felt like a lot of old school. I feel like that's what everybody liked the most because like
High key.
that really brought back old school music. To be honest, like that shit really
Yeah.
brought back something like old 50
Yeah.
Cent. all
Like
that
old
stuff.
50
Yeah,
Cent,
high
for
key.
sure.
When in the
Yeah.
in the features he made,
Yeah.
so I was like, oh shit,
Like,
like
I didn't
I'm
really
back.
I don't know what it features, but
I didn't really listen to Pop Smoke that much, like in the beginning, but like after all that, like that's why I started listening to it. I was like, all right, it's pretty good. I like
Yeah,
this
I
Pop
was-
Smoke better than like
The
the old one, like just straight.
Yeah,
I never
I
listened
jumped
to it
on
like that
Pop
either.
Smoke on what is it? Is it called Yachty Boys? What is it fucking?
yeah,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
Jack
yeah,
Boys.
yeah,
God,
yeah,
he
yeah,
said you
yeah.
cannot say pop and forget the smoke.
Yeah, fucking. I remember I was like, who the fuck is this? Cause
Yeah,
it
exactly,
reminded me of a
yeah.
mix of like 50 and what's his name? He had a fucking deep ass voice.
And DMX.
No, fuck, who is it? It's with J Lo. He did a little J Lo thing.
J-Lo?
I'll come back. Subconscious will work. But anyways, that's what he reminded me of, and then he took me back to like when I was bumping that shit in the radio. I was like, oh shit, Pop Smoke go. Pop Smoke go. He make me feel some type of way. I ain't gonna lie. Listen to that shit, I'm like, yeah.
I hated that tape. Jack Boys hated it.
Really?
Garbage.
For real? Explain
It
that.
should-
Why,
it should've
why
never
you
came
feel
out.
that way?
Well, I'm not big on Travis Scott like everybody else.
I'm
Yeah,
not big
I'm
on
not
Travis
big-
Scott,
I'm
but I
not-
heard that and I
I'm
was
not
like,
big on Travis Scott, but it's like Travis Scott has changed like a lot. Like he used to be one of those guys like he didn't really do snippets, he didn't really do all that. When he dropped his music, he dropped it. That's why it blew up because he never really dropped. He always barely dropped. When he did drop, it just blew up. Everybody sucked it up. you
Like
know?
Playboy Cardi.
That's exactly like Playboy Cardi too. Like that's it. But now Travis is just dropping, feature, dropping. Like it's not hard to come across his music anymore.
Mm-hmm.
The reason I don't like Travis Scott is you could ask any hardcore Travis Scott fan what's his best album. They won't say his most recent one. They won't even say the one before that. So it's clear, like, to me,
Yeah.
he's on a decline.
one thing I do have a question on, and I think this is the one that got me, and I was I was dying at this shit. You said in between the cheeks, Malcolm in the middle.
Yeah.
Bro, how did you mix that? Like, I mean, I feel it, you know, but how the fuck was it Malcolm in the middle and in between them cheeks? Like, combination, like.
I mean, if you're in between two cheeks, you're in the middle.
Between Malcolm.
I mean,
Yeah.
it was kind of like, I didn't even watch Malcolm in the Middle growing up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember I watched it once. I was like, this shit's whack. Stop watching it. See, I mean, I watched Everybody Hates Chris, but it was like,
I like both of them.
it was like, but I mean, like, I was sitting there. I don't even know what I said before it, but it was like it rhymed with whatever. I was like, let me slow it down. And be like, in between the cheeks. Oh, Malcolm in the Middle. Like,
just combining some shit.
yeah, like you ain't ever been in between some cheeks.
Nah, I mean, I just heard and I was like, shit, like, how, I mean, fuck, Malcolm in the Middle, like, it goes with shit, like, how do you combine the two? Like, how the fuck you think of cheeks, and just all of a sudden it's like, let me finish this bitch with Malcolm in the Middle, like.
Hold on, let me see what I said before that. I'm curious now.
Shit.
So how did you two meet?
Oh, I played football when I went to high school.
Yeah,
Oh
played
shit, y'all played
Yeah,
football. What
football.
position?
I was more of like a utility player. Like they put me like D-line, outside
Yeah.
linebacker. Like, but he made everything like he's the same thing as me, but he had more like stricter positions. Like I guess like a safety, DB.
Yeah.
Oh
Yes.
yeah. All right.
Yeah, I were on that secondary. Secondary was fun. I remember I played secondary for a little
I
bit.
mean, I was fast. So my freshman year and sophomore year, I was fucking playing D-line, so I lost my weight sophomore year.
You didn't even say the best part.
What?
So
Oh.
I said, red and yellow bones, and they finna make it jiggle. So after I said jiggle, I was like, okay, well, what jiggles? I was like, some ass. I was like, all right. I was like, so then if it's making it jiggle, what are you? You're in between the cheeks, Malcolm in the middle. Like you behind it, you looking
No,
at
that's
it.
just pretty
it's,
smart.
It's
Yeah.
just jiggling.
Yeah.
It's like what's her name? Ari, Moneybag Yo's girlfriend. That's all you see is them Jake. And I said 24 on the beat because that's the producer. And I said got it grooving like the Wiggles. You know, the Wiggles.
Bro, the Wiggles my shit, man. I remember as a kid, I used to dance with motherfuckers.
Nah, so that's what I was like. Yeah, I was like, that's hard.
I forgot about the motherfucking Wiggles, man.
I mean, he's just putting it together.
Nah, it's just, I don't know, to me, like, I didn't try, I'm not even gonna say anything, I put fucking words on it like that. I was like, oh shit, you know, shit's dope. Let me see what the fuck I can come up with. I can never come up with nothing like that, you feel me?
But you never heard anybody say that.
Yeah, that's and that's the thing about it, like, it's so out of the blue, and it's so like, oh shit, you know, just ass cheeks, and then fucking Malcolm in the middle, you know, it's just like
T Grizzly's album, I remember I was just listening to it, I was like, yeah, this is album of the year. I was 3 songs in on it.
For real?
Yeah, this is album of the year, hands down.
Have you heard Mozzie's album?
Yeah, I like that.
That's just pretty good.
That was my album of the year before T Grizzly.
Damn.
And then T
we got put on that album.
Yeah.
Well, we didn't really listen to Mozzie
like,
before.
I don't really
either.
I listened to him a little bit. Like, I missed like most of his like blow up songs.
I liked him as
Everybody's
features.
featured.
I didn't like him as just
exactly.
an artist.
Yeah.
But then after the album, I was like, wow.
I really put him on.
I think like music as a fucking whole, like rap and hip hop, is moving towards the R&B direction. You guys feel that?
Well, you have to sing and rap.
Yeah.
But see, I don't sing.
You don't sing? Do you feel like
when I made Dime Piece, we were in the studio. They were like, "You gotta sing." The engineer.
Yeah.
I was like, look at me. I was like, "Do I look like I'm gonna sing?"
Yeah.
And like, I was the radio host. I was there. My dad was there. My little brother, and they were like, "You have to sing." And I was like, "I'm not gonna sing." They were like, "We have auto tune." I was like, "I don't care. I'm not singing."
Yeah.
Like,
that's just ain't your style? Like
Yeah.
some people,
Yeah.
I feel you.
I was like I don't even like editing my voice that much. I'm like, cause that was like the one thing when like I knew like I had something when I was starting out. When people would be like, "I like your voice," I was like, "Really?"
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, "Okay."
Gotcha.
I feel
Yeah,
like
that's-
you want to keep it authentic.
Cause there's like some people like from out here, like I listen to their stuff or whatever. Cause like I don't try to hate on them. It's like they make it easy.
Yeah.
It's not even hate. It's
And I'm
just,
just
it's just
trying to
critiquing the
criticize-
word, bro.
yeah,
Because
I'm
it's like if you're gonna drop something, you're open to any criticism,
critique,
hate,
yeah.
any love,
And I'm
any
like,
whatever. So it's like if people
they
are
drop
fucking
it.
telling you some shit, like don't take that shit
And
personally.
it was like at
Exactly.
first like
That's
they were
what
getting
it
more
is.
love than me and all that, and like I listen to something like I can't stand the voice.
Mhm.
Like
Yeah.
it don't make
Mhm.
sense. But back to what I was saying about the T Grizzly album. He said something I had never heard before, and he said, "Jacking off my pockets, trying to make this money come." And when he said that, I was like, "Wow."
Yeah, that's a
I've never
good
heard
That's
one.
just-
Like I paused it, rewinded it. Like I tweeted it in all caps because I was like, "This is crazy." And every time I listen to the song, I'm mad. I'm like, "Why didn't I think of that first?"
What song is that?
Eddie's like,
What's the listen? I'm gonna listen to
It's
his
one
whole
of the first
shit.
ones, I know that.
No, it's towards the back. It's towards the back.
Oh.
It's like right before the one you like.
Yeah, one of the bars that you said that hit me hard for no reason is when you said, "There's levels to this shit. I'm Gucci, you Polo."
Oh,
Like, I was like, for no reason, that shit just stood out to me.
That shit was
It's
nice.
like
I was
that's just so smart. Like,
nah, but it was funny because that used to be like a Vine. It was like a Vine. It was like, "I'm Gucci, you Polo," like a little
shit,
kid,
yeah,
and that was
yeah.
like my favorite Vine. Cause it was like a little kid arguing with like his cousin or his mom. "I'm Gucci, you Polo." So like when it came to the song, I was like, levels to this shit. Like I'm Gucci, you Polo.
Yeah.
And when I wrote that song didn't come out for like 3 months. Like after I made it.
oh shit.
Like I made Juiced, and then the first song I made after Juiced was Big Pimpin'.
Yeah, Big Pimpin' was honestly my favorite one. So,
Nah, a lot
like,
of people.
I fuck with that one.
I mean, it was never my favorite on the album. I was like,
Would
Do
you
you
say-
find people liking your least favorite ones more than your actual ones that
Yeah.
you fuck with?
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Do you feel some type of way about that?
No.
No. Okay.
Because I go on like Apple Music, like I mean obviously I listen to my own stuff, but I don't like try to like inflate my numbers or
Yeah, I feel
anything like that.
Yeah.
So like I'll sit there like once a week I'll go to my album just to see like if the stars on Apple Music move, and they've moved every week, and I have
Okay, for sure.
2, and it's only 7 songs, so I'm like, all right. Because I look at other people's albums like So Baby, he has 16 songs, he only has 3 stars.
Okay.
So I'm like,
How
I
does the star
something
system
to-
work?
The most popular songs.
Like people click on that shit.
Yeah, like the
Oh,
most
shit.
plays. So it's like you go to other people's albums and they have a bunch of stars. Like the Pop Smoke album came out, he had like 8 stars.
Yeah.
Oh,
Pierre won the
everybody
whole
just-
deluxe.
The Pierre album, it was a deluxe, but he dropped like 15 new songs. He had like 12 stars. So I was like,
Oh,
this
shit.
shit's crazy.
That's wild. That means
Yeah.
every motherfucker clicking on that shit.
And it's like, but it's like over time you'll eventually lose stars.
Yeah, because people stop clicking. People
Like,
stop listening.
like when the album first came out, I had 3 stars.
Mm.
But since then, it's stayed at 2. Like after a month after, it's just stayed at 2, and they move like it's like. It's always like All Eyes on Me. There was like 2 weeks though when it wasn't, and I was like, really? Because people like that song because it's like, it's powerful. Like my friend passed away, and that was like the first song I made after it. And then it was like the engineer. Like there's another artist on the song, the dude that sing, because you know I don't sing.
Alright.
But like I don't even know the dude. And the engineer told me, he was like, hey, we're gonna push it back 2 days before the songs are done, because I'm gonna have my homie come sing on it to make it like real special for me. I was like, all right, cool.
Yeah.
No, that shit added something to it.
Yeah,
and
no,
I
it
was
really
like,
did.
I
like,
listened to it.
Everybody's like, what the
yeah, I don't know, like it's like especially because you know, you talked about your friend and you know he obviously passed away, so it was like it's I don't know, it was something. I don't even know how to describe that. I was just like, oh fuck, like all right.
The song moves you, and that was the first song we recorded in the actual studio. Because it was like before, like I do every song by myself, and I was like, I'm not doing this anymore. Like I need to level up. So I was in San Diego, and I hit up the homie that interviewed me on the radio, and I was like, do you have a studio out here? And he said, yeah. Go to this place at this time, and the dude's name is like Trackhead. So like he was like, here's his IG. So and he gave me the studio's IG. The studio's like invite only, and it's like the people that work there, like the producers and stuff, they have stuff in like what is it, Law and Order. Like they make like the music, the scores for Law and Order. I was like, this is crazy. And like I had never been in like a real studio or anything like that. And the dude Trackhead, the engineer, he engineers like all my songs now. He's worked with like Lil Wayne, Beyonce, like all that.
Damn.
Yeah. So I was like, whoa, and like he's like written for them and all that. So I'm like, this is crazy. Like being in his presence.
Was it easy to get that contact, or is it connect? Have you known that guy forever?
The radio host. When did we go out there? October. 3 months. I don't know the radio host for 3 months, but he was like, him and I like clicked like that. Like he just moved to Kansas or whatever, and he's like, I'm gonna get you a show out here and you're gonna fly out and perform in Kansas. So I was like, all right. Like,
what's the furthest you've ever performed?
Arizona.
Arizona?
Yeah, Arizona. And it was crazy because I was the youngest person there.
Really?
Like I opened up for like Baby Bash.
Oh yeah.
Damn.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, but like you look in the crowd, it's like aside from my cousin who's the same age as me, it was my mom, the next youngest person.
Mm-hmm.
Like everybody else was old. Like they were old, drunk,
Hey.
white drunk milfs going crazy in the
They was
front.
crazy.
Yeah.
It's funny because they had like 2 people perform before he got up, and then like it was so quiet for them. So quiet for them. He got up there, he performed his shit, and that shit went up.
Everybody
Even
went
the
crazy.
people like. One of the guys that did perform, he came in behind, like, after, he's like, hey, that was good as shit, like, everybody was fucking with it, blah, blah, I fuck with you. He's like, he even told me, like, specifically, he's like, yeah, I fuck with you guys, blah, blah, and everybody here is like, they're alright, whatever, but you guys, like, you guys got it, whatever.
He's
like,
a grown ass
that's
man.
tight.
He was like 34 with like 3 kids.
yeah, he was like, let me get your Instagram, like, what is it, blah, blah.
And I
this
wanted
that.
to tell him to hang it up, but I'm not.
Nah, that's tight. Like when you get that recognition from
Exactly.
unexpected people, you feel me? It just hits you, and it's like, oh shit, like the work and the time and whatever it is that you got going on.
That's
and
why.
then the time to go all the way to fucking Arizona, because it's like it's not around the fucking corner.
No,
You know, it's
and
a
it was
fucking
like
drive.
during the school week too, and it was
Bro,
and it was the week
Yeah.
after my friend had passed away and everything.
Damn.
Like it was like and he told me he was gonna go, so it was like at the point where like I don't want to do this shit anymore.
Mhm.
Damn.
And like my mom called me and was like, no, you have to. And I was like, fuck. So it was like I didn't go to school that whole week.
Yeah.
Like I left. I got a tattoo. I got his initials on me. Or I got LLA, Long Live Ant, on me. And it was like the next day I was like, fuck it, we're on the plane. Got on the plane. As soon as we landed, went to the interview, and we just stayed in the house.
Damn.
And then my mom came, picked us up from the house, took us to Arizona.
That's what I feel
That's
like
tight.
the difference between him and like a bunch of other SoundCloud rappers. Like people don't understand like the actual work he actually puts in by himself. All these other SoundCloud rappers I hear, like a lot of SoundCloud rappers. I'm not hating or knocking anybody hustle, but like you getting beats off YouTube, you're downloading the beats off YouTube, you're just rapping to the beat. Like you think you're gonna get somewhere by just putting the music out, by just hoping somebody's gonna see it, hoping somebody's gonna look. Like nigga, at the end of the day, like you gotta understand where you're coming from. At the end of the day, you gotta understand like you're coming from a nobody, like not hating on anybody. Like you yourself are nobody in your like music world, whatever. So you have to work your way up. He actually puts the business part in. He be emailing people trying to get shows. He be trying to get interviews. Like he does the business part. Like I ain't never, I get in the studio with him. He fucking, I don't know how he does the wordplay. He'll be holding down with his whole verses shit on there like.
Like today.
I'm there like, yeah, like, still typing my shit up. I'm like, nigga, like, hold up. Like, I feel like...
But I'm glad
honestly,
you bring that up because it's the seriousness.
It's the facts, that's the point.
It's like, it separates who actually takes this serious and who's just like whatever about that shit.
That's the point though, but everybody hates on him, but they don't know the shit that he does behind the scenes. They just think, oh, you just do this to put it out there. But everybody, but that's the point between, like, even everybody that I talked to about it, like, even everybody, like, when he dropped his last album, everybody's like, nah, like, he's really trying now, like, oh, that sounds professional. Everybody's saying, like, oh, that sounds professional, like, that sounds good, like it's different.
Like, you can listen to my old stuff, it's good, but it doesn't sound professional, and that's why people hate. So that's why I was like, it has to sound professional. So I go, and I had only got, because I was like, you know what? I was like, I don't need that much time to just record the songs. So I only got like 2 hours of studio time. And, I mean, what was it, 7 songs? I did 5 songs in 2 hours. And the engineer, the dude that does that work with Lil Wayne and Beyonce, he was like, I've never had anybody come in here and do that. He was like,
damn.
Like I was like one taking the songs and I was like, next, pull up the next one. He was like,
shit.
Nobody's ever done that. He said, like, I'm not gonna sit here and lie. He said, nobody's done that.
I can't even one take shit like that.
And we were in there.
That's impressive.
And we were in there. We were even rearranging it. He was like, it's too long. So I was like, all right, change it. We changed it, and it was still like first try. And he was like, nobody's ever done that. And like when I was like waiting for like my new equipment to come over summer, he was like, man, he was like, you really needed to come. He was like, because I've never seen anybody with like your work ethic. He was like, by the time your stuff comes in, you'll have 2 new albums ready to record. And it was like today, he came over, and I was like, I like this beat. Bought it, and like put it in. I said, my other homie Ricky was there. I said, all right, sit down and record me. One take, the whole song. And I was like, all right, cool.
Yeah.
It took like 15 minutes.
That's why, honestly, like when I'm in there with him, like, I wait for him to finish what he needs to do. I don't want him to be annoyed at me taking too long or whatever. He gets what he done, and I'm like, all right, I'll just keep playing it back till I'm done.
But it was funny because I wasn't even supposed to like make a song today. We were making a song together.
Mm-hmm.
I had sent him like 5 beats yesterday. I was like, just pick one. I was like, I wrote a hook. It works for all 5. Just pick one. He picked it. We came over. I recorded the hook. And originally I was like, I'm not gonna put a verse down, but I was like, I'll put a verse down. And it was like, I recorded it, and I said, recorded all the hooks. Then the homie left, and it was just me and him. And I was like, all right. Sat there. I listened to the beat probably 3 times. Wrote the whole verse already. And I was like, all right, I'm done.
That's tight. Fuck, man.
So,
but sometimes it doesn't work like that.
Yeah.
It just has to, yeah. So it was like, I'm trying to think of a song that like took forever to write. I don't even know.
where does most of your writing, like, what would you consider yourself, like, your style as a rapper? Because there's, like, the Kendricks, a little bit more lyrical. There's the Lil Pumps, or, like, the opposite.
I'm definitely not Lil Pump.
Like, what lane would you say, almost, or would you even say you have a lane?
I have my own lane.
You have your own lane?
Because it's like a little bit of both. Like, you have, like, All Eyes on Me. Mm-hmm. Honestly, you could listen to my album in order, 1 through 7. They're all different. They all sound different. It's all a different feel for each. Oh, and that's what I like. Like I'm versatile. Like I know I could do this, but also do this.
Yeah, because even though like I'm with your beats, I've heard them. They're more like upbeat in the party type of thing. Like you still hit us with a couple things here and there. It's like, oh shit, it's not just that. Like you hit us with some versatility.
Even the other day, I was like, or one of the first songs I like ever wrote. It was like got like 1,000 plays in high school, and I thought I was like the shit.
Yeah, like 1,000.
And I was like, I said, cause like I had like honors classes, like AP classes, IB classes, so I was like, I'm smart, so I was like, I know big words, and I had said like twin bitches mitosis, and nobody caught it, but I was like, when I wrote it, I was like, this shit's so hard. I was like, this shit is so hard. I was like, nobody's touching this. No, but that was like one of my favorite things I ever said. So it was kind of funny. It was like the other night, it was like 3 a.m. I was writing a song. I was like, fuck. I was like, and I was just letting it come out. I was like, whatever I write is what I'm going with. And I wrote like something about like chloroplast, and I was like,
chloroplast.
Exactly.
What the fuck?
I was like, and then like I said it out loud. I was like, yeah, this is hard. And I was like, some people are gonna get it, some people aren't. But it was like,
I'm typing of intellectual.
Yeah, exactly. But I was like, ain't nobody ever said chloroplast in a song. So I was like, I sat there. The next day, I rapped it for my dad. He was like, oh, that's hard. And I was like, okay, but what's a chloroplast? And he couldn't tell me. I was like, all right, cool. I was like, people are gonna have to do their research.
Yeah.
So Like I don't make like music that like Lil Pump, like Gucci Gang, like yeah, like all right, cool. It's like stuff like
You try
like
to make
Lil
shit that
Wayne.
resonates a little bit more.
yeah, or like people have to go back
No,
to.
I know, yeah.
I feel that.
Yeah.
That's another thing
Catch
too. I
it.
feel like like rap, not artists, but like music. And these days, like most of the good artists is like you gotta actually listen to their words. And you actually listen to their words, you'll be like, oh shit, like this nigga's really
Like there's the people.
You actually like feel way more about people like Saw Baby and shit. Like his wordplay is crazy, but nobody actually wanted to sit there and listen to it.
To
listen to
it.
Like,
Like,
he's
there's-
right. Where's he
And
from?
Pierre, bro.
So
I don't-
baby, he's from Chicago,
Oh, Chicago.
Yeah.
but he doesn't sound like any Chicago rapper.
Uh-uh.
But it's like you put, like I figure if I'm gonna put in the time, like I want stuff that like people are gonna come back to. Like there's like one of my homies, he was listening. He said your song came on shuffle the other day, and he was like I forgot how good it was. He was like I actually had to go back and listen to the whole album, and it was I was like all right cool. And it was like I had like the album dropped in February, but there's like songs for the summer on it, so it's like people are gonna come back.
Yeah.
And that's another thing why I'm like cool with not dropping music, because people are still playing the album. Like I gotta let it live its life cycle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Feel that.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have like a strategic plan, like for dropping shit, or do you just feel like it's gonna come organically, like, you know?
There is a plan, but at the same time, it is kind of organic. There was like one of my homies, he actually knows somebody that works for like Def Jam, so he's
Okay.
he's like starting to manage an artist, and he was like, you have to have like a rollout plan, like whether it be a month, 3 months, or like 6 months, and you actually have to have like what's gonna happen each day. Cause it was like when my album dropped, I was just like, all right, I'm gonna just sit here and DM all 1,000 of my Twitter followers. It was terrible. I
Damn.
never want to do that again.
Never.
I got that deal.
Damn.
Yeah,
I played it though.
it was
I played it.
no, but it was like I did that, and it was like a month later, I did it again. And like in August, when the album's been out for 6 months, I'm doing it again.
Oh, shit.
DM people your album.
Yeah, like all my followers, because Mike Sherm used to do that. A lot of people don't know that.
Yeah.
He
I've
used to
heard that.
he used to DM all his followers like,
Yeah.
oh, give me a listen, please, blah 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 blah. So like that's what I said. I was like, oh, like you don't even have to listen, just like the tweet or anything, because how the algorithm works, the more people that like it, the more
Yeah.
people will just
Yeah.
pop up and see
Yeah.
it.
Right.
So
Honestly, that's how it is with like a lot of shit, not just music,
With everything.
but for music for sure, bro. Like a plan always fucking works.
Mhm.
That shit ain't
Any
easy though.
intentions,
Yeah,
good
it's
intentions.
just a structure. Like way from the beginning, that like in everything you do. Just beginning, you have to start that shit clean. Because if you fucking run from a problem here, like you could fix that shit way over here. So you gotta
Yeah.
start clean slate.
That's
all the
why
way
I
through.
just make like a generic message, copy and paste.
I feel
Because
that.
like at one point you mess up, it's bad for you.
Yeah.
And before I did like the Twitter thing, it was just like I'd send it to everybody on Snapchat, but that's not good enough.
Yeah.
You said we're running out of time. Storage.
Yeah, well, my camera guy's over here telling me that we gotta cut it. So again, from my room to the Coachella Valley and Coachella Valley to the world, thank you Grant Lowe and Young Hop for being
Yes, sir.
a part of our show.
Thank you.
You know,
Anybody you guys want to shout out?
yeah, you know, little something. Hello,
Shout out Anthony since we spoke about him.
since
So
we-
along with my
Yeah.
brother though.
Yes.
R.I.P.
I mean, nah, not really. Shout out myself. You could
Yeah, shout out Hop, bring me
you
around.
could stream all my music. Just look up Young Hop, YUNGHOP, Apple Music, Spotify, Tidal if you have Tidal. I don't know, some people do, but like anywhere. I'm not really on SoundCloud because I hate being called a SoundCloud rapper.
For
I
sure.
feel you.
Alright.
All right.
Again, thank you.
Peace.
Appreciate it. And we'll be back whenever we'll be back. Yeah.